Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Jedi Gaming. Sit back, relax and enjoy. We today are talking about my account and some ARC strategies. So if you learned something, hit that like, and if you want to see more, subscribe. Leave a comment below as well if you've got any questions concerning ARC or commanders or anything really. I'll do my best. I'm a low spender, so if you need any tips or advice, feel free to drop it in the comments. So yeah, enjoy the video. Thank you. In this video, just a quick update on my account, and we're going to talk mainly about ARC strategy. So I'm going to reveal my previous team in K916, our strategies, the fundamentals of building a team, of leading a team. You know how you need a partner. Like, it can't be one guy doing everything. Like, you need a partner, and then how to like bring the best out of your team, just from my perspective and opinion. So yeah, just a quick update on my account. Resources looking good. I've been here a few weeks. Luckily, Kate had an account that was stuck for months and months in 279, just for passport reasons. She managed to get it here to 2070, and the backpack, like, she had billions of resources. So thankfully, and thank you, Kate, for sending me some. And then of course I've got my free farms plus my main account here in 2070. So I've been farming as much as I can around work. So yeah, getting there. I've got my troops back, which was nice. So that's how my troops are looking. Lots of cav. So I'll probably in KVK be rocking at least one T5 cav army, joining rallies and reinforcing with tier 5, and then I'll be mainly open field fighting with tier 4, just because I tried in the 916 KVK. I think like when the first zone opened up against 846, I initially tried fighting with tier 5, but the resources were just getting drained too quickly, so I had to switch to mainly using tier 4. So yeah, resources, I'm looking good. So if I use mostly tier 4 in the next KVK here, I should be able to sustain a good fight. Speed ups wise, I've got a few training, but I might train a few more tier 4, but I'm not going to be training any more tier 5 for the foreseeable future. And then most of these generic speed ups, they will go into fighting. I think we've got a few weeks yet, like maybe a month, until we're fighting here. So I've got plenty of time, plus the marauders and, you know, killing barbs and stuff to get the small speed ups, plus pre-KVK, and also when you're rebuilding your Crusader Fortress, grinding barbs in KVK. So I'll be ready to fight, that's for sure. I'll have enough resources and enough speed ups to hopefully, well, I've got a new job where I'm working quite a lot, and I can't do what I did in 916 where, you know, I skipped a few days of work. Like, I can't do that this time, but so yeah, it's but I'll do what I can anyway. I'll try and hit 30 million kills again. So I did do that last time. Where's my coin? Where is it? There. But yeah, I won't be able to do it again. But I'll try my best, and I'll be ready anyway. I'll be ready to fight. I'll have the resources, I'll have the speed ups to help the kingdom, and just be annoying and piss off the enemy by being sneaky and doing what I do best, really. So yeah, I'll be ready for that. Commander wise, I'm saving at the minute. I'm a low spender, so heads are hard to come by. I've got 72 at the minute. My projects recently was I maxed Trajan, because I'm mainly a support player, buff debuff. I like to, in the murder balls, you know, buff and debuff. So buff my players, my teammates, and debuff the enemy and just be very kind of sneaky and strategic with my my targeting of enemy troops and stuff like that. And so yeah, I did Trajan. That was very, very important for my role and the type of player I am. And then recently I've 5511 XY, mainly for mobility and arc carry. And so yeah, I'm not sure yet if I'm going to max him. I'm probably going to save now and wait and see for the next cavalry commanders. And by that time I might have enough heads to invest in one of them. So yeah, I'm going to save up and see. So yeah, that's my resources, my speed ups, my commanders, my projects. For equipment, like I said, I'm a low spender, so you know, I'm not buying geared up, or I'm not buying anything really except for the gem supply. So that's my equipment I've got for cavalry at the minute. That's kind of like my best set. I also focus heavily infantry wise for mobility, so windswept sets and then health. I've got 2 of them, which is good for KVK and arc. So reinforcing structures in arc or reinforcing flags, you know, I'm getting there faster. So I'm less likely to get beat up before I get in a flag, or you know, we've got the new infantry commanders, so we might be using, well, it depends, because we've got these new archer commanders now, which is going to probably be the new meta. But the windswept sets are definitely useful for reinforcing infantry rallies or reinforcing infantry, you know, like Zenobias and stuff like that in KVK. So, and the main reason is I just don't have the materials to make a decent infantry set. So my archers is looking pretty good though, all special talent, and the best I've got is El Cid YSG, to be honest. Like, I do really like Ramesses, and I would have liked to have invested in Ramesses, or even Artemisia, but yeah, you have to pick and choose, and I've probably made a couple mistakes over the time, but it is what it is. So yeah, it's my commanders. I was thinking maybe doing Guan, but yeah, 5155 would be nice for Guan, but yeah, it's going to take too long. So I think I'm going to save and wait and see for the next cavalry commanders. Okay, so yeah, that's it for my account for now. Just a quick update. It's really windy here. The door just flew open. So yeah, we'll jump over now to the arc stuff. So I hope it's helpful. I hope Stephen doesn't mind that I'm revealing our strategies, but you know, we're in a new team now, and yeah, you know, the arc meta is always changing and always developing. So yeah, I don't think it really matters revealing the strategy, and I hope it helps you guys. So yeah, we'll jump over to that now. So yeah, future Luke will be saying hi any second now. Peace. Okay, so Arc of Osiris. So what we did, we joined K916 I think about 3 weeks before Osiris League started. My mission there was to help build a team that would be good enough to compete. And this is where we ended up with the strategy. Stephen, big shout out to Stephen. I'm really good with strategy, but Stephen and his spreadsheet wizardry was just amazing. Like, to any arc strategist out there, you need a partner. It has to be a partnership in the leadership. Like, you can't do it by yourself. You can't do all the strategy and the thinking, plus all of this work that Stephen does. So without Stephen, I'm useless really. Like, I'll talk for the hour during the game, and I'll talk for half an hour before the game, and I'll pop the skills and lead vocally. But without this, like it doesn't work. So my main advice, like, I've had discussions with a few people, and people have asked questions, and the main question or the main debate is like how to structure it and how to make it work. And the answer is you have a strategist and you have a spreadsheet guy. Like, it has to be a partnership, and you bounce off each other, and you discuss daily, really, the strategies and new ideas and all that sort of stuff. And also, you have to bring your team in. Like, you can't just be one dude dictating to 29 or 44 of the players. Like, it needs to be like heavy discussion. So you need to make like an in-game chat where you invite all of your players, and you make it strictly arc discussion. So no pictures or memes or spam in the chat. It's like strictly business in that channel, and no question is a stupid question. Like, if someone asks something which might be kind of trivial to most players, like, don't laugh at them or give them a hard time. Like, there's no such thing as a stupid question when it comes to arc, and education is the main thing. And you got to look at it as leaders. It's like being a teacher and having a classroom, and you've got 29 or 28 pupils, and you're just educating them on the fundamentals and the basics of arc, and just have a nice chat where people can discuss commander pairings, talent trees, equipment, discuss their role, what you want them to do, and when you do it that way, you'll soon find that people start coming up with really good ideas of that are better than the ideas that you as a leader had. Like, so many times I had ideas, and then like my brother or any of my team would say something and it would be better, and then it's wow, okay, cool, well, yeah, you're right, we'll do it that way. So also a Discord channel for all of your team as well, so you've got two platforms, two areas of discussion, and then you'll quickly find if everyone feels comfortable and everyone's voice can be heard and listened to, and their opinions are met, as even if it's criticism, like, it's still good. It's still good for the team, and you'll soon find that through all this discussion, strategies are formed, and people feel more comfortable in their role and responsibilities. They start performing better, and that's basically what you want to achieve, is your 30 or 45 players all increasing their performance by a few percent each match, and gradually over time you just become a solid unit. And that's what we did in K916 in a short space of time, really. So I don't think Stephen would mind, but I'm going to show his amazing work. So there it is. So this is where we ended up. So this is, you can see at the top, start of the game before obelisk occupation. So we micromanaged all of our players, what they did at the start. And you can see with the wave, we had wave 1, 2 and 3. So that's like when you're teleporting into the starting zone. So wave 1, there'd be rally leaders or T1 troops to our obelisks, and people marching up the map, and people that are teleporting later. So they're not initial teleporters, so they're close to the gate, so it saves them time for that first sort of half an hour before they teleport. And then wave 2, they're kind of the middlemen, where they're doing stuff that are useful, joining rallies and stuff at the start, but they're not teleporting as late as wave 1 would be. And then obviously wave 3, you have like your initial teleporters and stuff like that. So, and then you can see their TP. We had a TP order, so not just who's teleporting first, like we had with the waves. So who's teleporting second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. So that's every 5 minutes you gain 2 teleports for your team. So we had those positions filled as well. So yeah, it's a good way to do it. It's quite simple once you figure out the formula and how you want your team to, because you can't just have a starting plan. You need to plan as much as you can, really, because you can control the first sort of 15 minutes of the match quite easily through strategy, and it is a lot of, you know, player expression and stuff like that after, but you can, with the teleport order, kind of plan and strategize 30 minutes, 40 minutes into the match better that way, I feel. And then, yeah, the roles, so what they're doing and what they're doing at the start of the game. So that's pretty much what we put together. There is, like, we were tweaking this every match and every week, so it's still not finished. Like, I still had quite a lot of strategy development I wanted to bring in, but I had to do it slowly. Like, it's like team evolution. Like, you have to give freedom of expression to your players, but also you need them to evolve their role, and through discussion become better and perform better in their role, and their understanding of the fundamentals, the understanding of their role. It has to kind of naturally develop. Like, you can't just force, like, you're going to do this, that, if they don't really know the flow of their role, and you know, the windswept equipment, and there's a lot involved in someone's role, so you have to evolve it slowly and gradually over time, and you've got to give them that time. Like, one thing I always say is, like, these players, you've got to see them as rough diamonds. So they've just been pulled out of the ground rough, and it's my job and Stephen's job to polish them to a point where that diamond becomes higher value. So that's kind of your job as a leader, is to do that. You have to, like, you know, I've studied a lot Arc. I've watched a lot of videos, a lot, and so you know, I know as much as I can, but I every video I watch, I learn something new. But these players, they wouldn't have spent the time I've spent watching videos and studying Arc and learning about strategy and leadership and just the fundamentals of Arc. So you have to treat them as, you know, like something you've got to grow and build, and you've got to polish them, and you do that through a lot of man management and micromanagement, and like one-on-one discussions, and also getting them to express themselves with discussions in the chat platforms that we created. So yeah, so this is 2 months. So this was after 2 months of work. This is where we got to, and it's pretty good. And then also we've got after obelisk occupation. So you can see there we've allowed a lot of flexibility. So this is like reactionary. And this is also something we were trying to teach everyone, is that, like, there's no one, like, it's like when people ask about commanders, like they ask questions about commanders, like, it's, you know, is it PvP, is it PvE, is it what do you want them to do? Like, there's no best, like the talent trees. People are like, oh, what's a good talent tree for Saladin or whatever? So, what do you want it to do? Like, there's no one generic answer. So it's the same in Arc. Like, people have to be flexible, and they need to know what the best thing to do at the right time. So yeah, we allowed quite a lot of flexibility for our players, so that they can react accordingly to the situation that's happening at the time. And so yeah, obviously you can see there reinforce and rally. So yeah, obviously the same people are reinforcing rallies or launching rallies, and then we have some special roles. But then yeah, you've also got some flexibility for people to react to what's going on. So, you know, they could be a team 4 player but team 3 might need a little bit of help, or we might need more middle. And those are calls we'll make on voice in the moment. So yeah, you need to allow for some flexibility. So yeah, that's after obelisk occupation. And then just to clarify for everyone, we've got the map with the teams, and this changes each week because we could be blue up the starting point up the top there, or it could be red at the bottom. So just to make it easier for people to understand, we have this map, and then you can see there the people who are garrisoning each building, or the people who are rallying each building. One evolution I was starting to get to with the team was, you can see there we've got just one rally leader per building. I did want to start like what's the word, chaining the rallies, so as soon as a rally like loses, which obviously you don't want to happen, you want to, when you do rally a structure, you've got a swarm and you're taking it. But if you are going to lose, or you do want to disband because the enemy are trying to hold your rally there, then you want to instantly re-rally it again, but then of course it'd have to be a different player. So that was one evolution we were getting to. And then also you can see there we've got our sniper just being a nuisance. We've got our players who are responsible for our own outposts, just to, you know, have a march in there, or it's their responsibility to get the outpost back if they're lost. And then also the garrisons for the obelisks, and the main middle players. Like, we had players that always went middle, but then we'd make a call if we needed more in the match based on, you know, the enemy presence and how we're doing on the flanks, or, you know, and stuff like that. Like, it has to be reactionary. But yeah, we always had the same 8 players that always went to the middle. And that's like, we had support players, so I'm a support player. You know, I've got like Constantine Joan and Trajan Ethel, and, you know, like buffs, debuffs and stuff like that going on. So, and AoE. So yeah, that as well. And then we've also got where is it? We've also got this one. So this is the teleportation placement, and this is very important. This is something we came up with before Osiris League. Yun and Ken, they're like the anchor, so they teleport in first, and then Stephen would be next, pay to lose, and then me, and then on the other side would be Gary, Dali and Tecton, and then Brad. Just so it just ensures that people are teleporting efficiently, so then later into the game you can actually fit your full 15 players into your obelisk. So yeah, I feel this helps, just having an anchor. And since they changed how teleportation works, like now you can do it with troops on the field. It doesn't matter if it takes an extra few seconds to teleport, because, you know, your troops are already out. So it's not like before where you had to recall all your troops, teleport, and then get your troops back out again. So it does help taking a little bit of time just to get the placements correct. And then we've also got the TP order for the times. For those who are 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and the timing, so they've got a rough idea of what sort of time they will be teleporting, like it's around the 49th minute, 44th, 39th, etc. So yeah, that's pretty much it for ARC. That was our strategy. It worked really well. We got to the top 8. Unfortunately, we faced 60 GT in the top 8, and it showed me how much more work we had to do. Yeah, they were just phenomenal. What a team they were. The rotations they had after middle, like, you just had no chance to breathe. And 60 GT, they're so aggressive at the start that they kind of like put their foot on your throat, and they don't take it off for the rest of the match. And they're a team where if they're given control, you're not getting it back. Like, that's their whole game plan and strategy, and they do that with quick rotations and just teamwork on another level. So yeah, this strategy and this formula of how we approach Dark and with our discussions and, you know, with the team building, it's good, and it's good enough to, you know, to take you quite far in this, obviously. But yeah, it wasn't good enough. So yeah, that's it for now. I've got my first match with the new team in 2070 tonight, so I'll record that and I'll probably upload that tomorrow. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to just turning up, playing. I don't have to worry about calling, vocal call outs and popping skills, and I can just turn up and play. So it's going to be really fun. Like, I haven't just turned up and play like on my main account for probably, like, well, never really. Yeah, never. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'll upload that for you guys. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped. So yeah, it takes a bit of time, but you have to just get a partner and you have to get discussion going, and yeah, just give it a couple months, and you know, you just improve, and even if you lose a match, like, just tell your players when you lose that, look, we learn the most when we lose. Like, just have, like, winning by 40,000 points or 30,000 points, it's like you learn hardly anything, and you know, players get complacent in those matches, and you know, then they take their foot off the gas and they're not really practicing their rotations, or they're a bit more casual. So even if you lose, just, you know, keep the team buoyant, keep the morale high, and yeah, that's when you learn the most. And if you can have someone who can record matches and upload them, because then you can watch back. Like, one thing, even with our team 8 games into Cyrus League, we still had issues filling our rallies at the start, and you know, things like that. If you're recording, you can figure out who's joining the wrong rally, who's not joining the rally, and stuff like that. And then you can, you know, talk to them. Like, don't kick their ass or anything, or give them shit. Just, you know, be nice, be cool. Say, hey dude, like, you're supposed to join this rally, you didn't. Like, are you reading the plan? Because normally it's because, like, when you have a plan as detailed as this, some people can be a little bit lazy, and you know, you have to just educate them, not kick their ass, kind of, and you just got to make them feel comfortable, and you know, they'll start reading the plan eventually. So yeah, yeah, cool, nice one. I'll see you on the next video. I've got some time off work, so I might make a few in the next few days. So, alright, cheers guys, see you in a bit.